Yo, my name's Fated. This is going to be one of my many flying tutorials to come. I'll be going over the very basic in flight mechanics. So for those of you that have flown over 20 or so hours, this video might not be very helpful. Do keep an eye on my channel though for future tutorials. So this is really for people who fly like this. But hopefully by the end of it I would have given you the knowledge, and if you practice, you'll develop the skills very quickly to fly like this. Alright, so first things first, you need to make your way to the VR training area. You could do this on Altair VR, however you won't get interrupted in the training area. Now once you've spawned in, come over to the infantry terminal over here and change your class to an engineer. Some people use light assault so they can bail before they die and brag about their KD, but we're not those types of pilots, are we? So for now, choose the engineer. The engineer currently has a passive cert line called Aircraft Synergy. It passively heals your aircraft over time. This does open up a lot of options for us in the future to do with loadouts, so I would suggest using this class just to start with. Once you have your class down and sorted, head down the stairs to the aircraft terminal. There are 4 aircraft you can pull. You want to pull your Empire specific aircraft. Now for loadout that you should be using for your aircraft, you want to have the default nose gun here, and then you want to have the extended afterburners. For your utility you want to have fire suppression. For your defense slot you want to have nanite auto repair, and for your performance you want hover stability. Now 90% of ace pilots use this loadout, so if you want to cert out your aircraft and only fight air to air, this is a loadout you should start with. Now pull your aircraft and let yourself slowly fall to the ground. You can use T to go in and out of third person. And as you land here, you may slightly tilt backwards if you land funny. If so, hold control and this will level your aircraft out. Now that we've landed, we want to change one key binding. So for those of you that are just starting to fly, the main thing that's actually going to kill you is the exit vehicle button. This is bound to E, so go to your settings, key bindings, and under aircraft, you'll see the exit aircraft key binding. You want to clear it by clicking on it and holding escape, and then you want to click on it again and bind it to a key that's a little bit out of the way. I, for example, have it bound to 4 and 5. It's not too far away, I can still reach it, and there's 2 options for me to push it, so I can quickly get out and land and repair if I need to. Now once that's done, you're ready to start. First change to first person and hold down your middle mouse button. This will let you look around your aircraft freely. Now don't take this for granted. This is one of the most powerful tools that you'll use in the future, so start building the habit as early as possible. Now that that's out the way, we can begin. First ascend using a spacebar, and as you get higher, descend by holding control. Now if you do this without moving your mouse, you'll be able to do this freely without crashing. If you let go of both control and space, you're going to start to slowly fall to the ground. So to maintain altitude, I keep on tapping the spacebar, and that will keep you at that specific height. Now, what you want to do is start holding the W key down. This will start slowly flying you forward. Use the A and D key to yaw your aircraft left and right as you fly forward. Now if you want to fly faster or speed up quicker, hold the shift key down to activate your afterburners. If you hold the S key down, this will bring you to a stop, and then you'll start to slowly descend again. Now I want you to just fly around like this, don't touch your mouse, just use this flying style until you feel comfortable with the movement of the aircraft and you know where all the keys are. Right, now you got that down, let's move on to mouse control. Start flying forward again, move your mouse left and then right. As you can see, your aircraft will start to roll left and right. Now level your aircraft and move your mouse towards you and away from you. This will pitch you up and down. Now if this feels funny, go onto your settings, and in general you can invert this movement. I tick this setting, but everyone has their preference. And once you've changed it, fly around again for about 5 or so minutes until you feel comfortable with all the movements of the mouse and the keyboard. Now we're going to combine these 2 movements to do a turn. So roll your aircraft to the left and pitch up, then roll your aircraft to the right and pitch up. This is how you should turn on the live server. It's much quicker than using the A and D keys. You can actually also roll your aircraft and pitch down to achieve the same results. Practice this for a while until you have the turn down with both pitching up and pitching down. Now once you've got that down, it's time to challenge yourself. If you look at the map, you'll see a path that runs on the outside of the map. You're going to find this track and you're going to follow it around the map. Once you've got a good idea of how it's laid out, lower your altitude a little bit and try and complete the track without dying. If you manage to complete the track, lower your altitude again. This exercise is great because no matter how good you get at flying, this will help you warm up, and it's always a challenge to get perfect every time. And as you get better, you want to lower your altitude as low as possible. Now hopefully you've died a whole bunch, but with that complete you should feel like you can handle your aircraft and fly around the VR training area quite easily. Now if you do just start wandering around the VR training area, you're gonna find all kinds of different terrain to challenge yourself. For example, this hole here when I first started playing the game was one of my biggest challenges in the VR training area. If you can finish this in your first go, you've done a lot better than what I did. So if you've watched this far, thank you for watching. The next video I'll be going into a little bit more detail about the more advanced maneuvers you can do in it as an ESF pilot. And if you made it this far, I do hope this helped and I do appreciate you watching it. If you have any questions, leave a comment or join me on Twitch and ask me directly. That's all in the description. Thanks again guys, peace out.